I bet you think I'm gonna say Broly sucks, don't you? Hey guys, MasakoX here, and today we're gonna tackle a fan favorite that is Broly. Although he isn't my cup of tea personally, his place in the community is vastly assured. Hey, if Dragon Ball Heroes recognizes him, then he counts for something. When I first saw DBZ Movie 8, Broly's introduction, I was mesmerized by his power and just sheer intimidation. It was mind-blowing as a teenager. But over the course of time, that fascination's kind of gone away, and now whenever I look at this character, I feel like the writers could have done a much better job with you. Broly as a concept is an exciting one. It's the birth of a new legendary Super Saiyan, the one to take over the bastion of the original legendary Super Saiyan that is supposedly Bardock if you watch the episode of Bardock Special. Granted, you might think that Goku is said legend, but not quite. He's the kind of Super Saiyan that can be attained by any kind of Saiyan so long as they train hard enough. That and the fact that Toriyama just came up with the Super Saiyan form out of convenience. You see, back when Toriyama and his assistant were originally drawing the manga for Dragon Ball Z, they found out that if they just didn't ink in Goku's hair, not only would they save time with the editors, they would also imply that Goku attained a vast amount of strength. It's win-win! But back to Broly though. Broly's backstory is a rather sad one. He is a baby born with immense strength, rivaling the likes of Vegeta and even his father, the king of the Saiyans. But instead of embracing this newfound power and potentially using it against Frieza, the king of the Saiyans decides to kill him along with his father, just to kind of get them out of the way. King Vegeta? Puny little dagger? You think that's gonna kill a baby with a power level of 10,000? Well, to be fair, Goku was almost killed by a laser gun in Resurrection F. Oh, and Trunks was almost killed in a car crash in GT. These kind of things happen. But what bugs me most is why Broly hates Goku so much. The story goes is that Broly hates Goku because Goku cried. No, it can't be that banal. Maybe it was because Broly didn't cry. You know what they say about the quiet ones, not to be trusted. Perhaps if Broly had cried like Goku did, that might have saved him. Or was it too late? Had the baby just become a shell of immeasurable ki growing by the second, the kind of ki that eats away at its host's psyche bit by bit for years to come. With every cycle of the ki going up and then discharging, it would just chew away at the host's personality, eroding it gradually, chipping away at the young Saiyan's personality and rationale until there was nothing. He was just a drone driven by hatred, despair, and anger, and that just produces even more energy because of his Saiyan blood. Broly's ki had become a parasite. His father Paragus could see this, and so he acquired the iconic amulets and headbands in order to control Broly's ki. In time, this would push Broly's ki backwards, allowing his mind to come back into control. It kind of works, so long as you just don't throw in a Goku every now and again. But it allowed Broly to regain his senses and rebuild his integrity now that he's a teenager. Great, an unstoppable killing machine and now a moody teenager. Wow, I feel for you, Paragus. However, I feel like you can make an easy fix with Broly. Just change the focus of his anger. If you moved it from Goku to Vegeta, it would make so much more sense. I get it. Goku's crying would have been immensely irritating as a child, especially if you're right next to the bloody source. But to make it Broly's anger's focus for the next 30 years? That just sounds odd and really petty. Maybe all of this anger could have been manifested by Paragus. Paragus has been suppressing Broly for 30 years. It's only fair that Broly would gain some sort of resentment towards his father. That would be lashed out and eventually he kills him and crushes him inside a pod when he tries to escape. But it would be so much simpler if you just made Vegeta the concentration for Broly's resentment. Vegeta may not be his father, but Broly's not gonna care. It's the son of the man who tried to kill him, and that's good enough. I don't think Broly would have felt that he came up short. I imagine it wasn't the writer's ideal choice to make Goku the focus of the movie, but it's Goku, it has to be so say the producers! Sad if you think about it. Once liberated from his jeweled shackles, the parasite triggers the Legendary Super Saiyan form, and the last remnants of his sanity begin to ebb away. Because he's now unrestricted, Broly's ki grows so much that he physically cannot contain it. It overflows, as say the subtitles, and so he has to discharge it, and this discharge almost destroys the planet in green energy. In fact, Broly and the color green seem to actually intertwine quite a lot. It's the color of his ki, it's the color of his blood once he's transformed into the Legendary Super Saiyan, and it's also the color of his energy attacks. Maybe it's green with envy for the past he never had. Or it could be just to denote that he's evil. I don't really know. Suffice to say, once Goku deals the killer blow, it's enough to disrupt Broly's ki. His physical body is now damaged, it cannot contain the energy, and so it explodes with massive force! But his energy most likely lived on, flying through space, finding an area where he could remanifest into Broly the physical form, and then go back for revenge. Double revenge. This is just pure conjecture, but worth a shot. And to those saying that Broly is big and dumb and stupid, I beg to differ. Just because Broly's now an unstoppable killing force doesn't mean he hasn't lost his intelligence. It just means he's lost all reasoning and sensibility. He just wants to kill. End of. He is still smart enough to realize that his father was about to dupe him and leave him to die on the planet, or supposedly leave to die. He's cottoned on to that, and as such, crushes the pod that his father was trying to escape on, and then chuck it into the comet. If Broly was truly stupid, he wouldn't have noticed this. But in Paragus' mind, even though he does die, it would mean that his son would supposedly die, as well as every last living Saiyan, including the son of King Vegeta. But obviously Paragus doesn't know about Broly's immeasurable power or Goku's instant transmission. Most importantly, Broly is aware of his evil doings. He chooses to revel in it. In fact, in the second movie, this relish has gone so far, he's gone borderline schizophrenic and is now just completely insane. I think the main problem that people have with Broly is his perceived simplicity and flawed backstory. If you take the time to analyze his origins and tweak the stories, that means he's angry at Vegeta instead of Goku, things would be a lot better and a lot less controversial. His main goal would be to destroy Vegeta and anyone that associates with him. That means you can still have Goku be the hero in the movie, but it also allows Vegeta to have some backstory too. That would make the movie and the character much more acceptable to people that denounce him. It's a simple fix which is desperately needed. So what do you guys think? Do you guys like Broly? Do you guys dislike Broly? Do you think that what I've tried to say has made any sense? Leave a comment below and let's get this discussion going. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. But until next time guys, be sure to like and subscribe. And until then, catch you later.